So Project Deus. That sounds ominous. What can you tell me?
Look, I'd really prefer not to talk about it.
I get that you're not a fan, but why all this? A rebellion over a rich guy's pet project? It doesn't track.
What's there to track? Apparently, during their giant asshole convention, the meatheads at Skeltech came up with a way to cheat death. Project Deus is their elitist method of transferring the minds of the richest 0.1% into computers. It's not hard to figure out where that leaves the rest of us. So excuse me if I'm a little pissed off.
People have been trying to cheat the laws of nature since the beginning of time. It won't be them anyway, just some copy. Their bodies will still rot like the rest of ours.
But their brainwaves create a template. A basic template for artificial intelligence. Can you imagine a sentient AI modeled after some rich, pretentious, self-preservationist jackass? It makes me sick.
Fair enough.
It's in the name, Brute Squad. Project Deus isn't about cheating the god of death, it's about becoming him. For these people, it means absolute power. That's what the outcasts are fighting against.
You at all worried about the increased traffic around the industrial facility near here? Being that your HQ is so close, I mean.
The only human within miles is a skeleton crew of Sentinel rejects who probably got transferred there as a punishment and bitch all day about finding a detail with more action. Not the sharpest bunch. And just like everybody else, they're convinced there's nothing interesting on Windy Islands. So we let them believe that. We can travel back and forth on those barges day in and day out, and the only thing that follows us is a stink.
Can you tell me why Sentinels got a prison set up in the survival shelter complex?
Nope, never been. Never planned to either, but I've heard about it. Given Skell's vision, it doesn't seem too far-fetched. An illegal prison in a remote fortress, on top of a mountain, surrounded by ice and snow where no one in their right mind would go looking? No offense.
None taken, but the size of the place is insane. It looked like you could fit a row's whole population up there.
I can't see a scenario where Sentinel would use all the space, but clearly they were thinking big, which gives one pause.
Well, I retired Ilsa Herzog, who was running the place, but I'm sure that's not gonna do anyone any good. We'll just have to see. How do you manage to keep so many combat supplies for the rebellion?
Well, Sentinel keeps a close eye on frags, C4, and landmines, so they're an unholy bitch to get. Most of our explosives are homemade from flashbangs or diversion grenades we find hanging around security facilities. If you want the good stuff, you're gonna have to raid Sentinel outposts. With any luck, you might be able to find a stash in the Cold War installations, but even those tend to have a Sentinel infestation problem.
In a past life, I was an exterminator. Any advice for a fight in World 2.0?
The name of the game is take out their drones faster than they can launch them. It's a bitch, but that's why we always carry jammers that'll shut off any live drone or vehicle happening by. At least for a while. Another option would be to make your peace with the devil and use sync-shot drones to take out specific targets.
Sync-shot drones?
They only target humans, though. They can't target drones. There's also a variation on the Legion drone, the ones in the drone swarm. They're like little flying guns that basically take aim in any direction and wait for a signal to execute their target.
Got any lying around?
No can do. We mostly leave those things alone. Kind of goes against what we're trying to be.
Sounds like just another weapon to me.
If you're inclined, you can get them hot out of the oven from Skeltech labs or assembly lines. Hell, even some startups might have them. And come to think of it, the Omega Center ought to have plenty.
See you later, Haruhi.
Not if I see you first, Brute Squad.